Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim. But this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Give to the running back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Moving past the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll go with a direct snap. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. On the move. He's loose. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And This offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Miami 7, Alabama 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. First down for this offense. Give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To spread it out to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Leaves it with the back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Throws toward the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave? Off he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes that Alabama offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they love.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Gets it out fast. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Miami.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got it, looking for the first down. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. He's looking to throw. Let's it fly. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse.
You got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on offense?
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. Here comes the option. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Now, a Fourth down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little extra time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the right. Picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here.
And he breaks into the open. He's at the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Alabama pushing the tempo. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. He's got it. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going up top. And it's caught inside the 20. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Alabama.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
24,
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Razor. Ringo.
They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there?
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback and gets hits on him that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He finds his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Let's go.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll line up to go for 2.
Get set.
Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team was down there to corral it, and they made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out quickly. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quick strike complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
I I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he has been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Here we go. Cut.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion. They're down just 8. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
DB's right up on the receivers. Oh, look out! Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 24, Alabama 16.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And I love this. And if I'm on offense, I'm trying to eat that clock, let it tick down. A field goal here, I'm up by 2 possessions. I'm still in a very good place. I don't have to get over-aggressive, Jesse, if I don't want to.
No, and you can put this game out of reach, too. You can score a touchdown. This thing's basically over. And you know what? This area of the field, it's really hard to throw the football because the windows are so small. So be the more physical team. Go ice this game.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 19 over the Astronauts. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter.
And that pass intercepted. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Defense in press coverage. He's looking deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
He's looking to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this year. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where...
Just steamrolling his way through. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
On the move. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in Game 1. Blowout win looking like in Game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Looking for more room. Powers through. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six instead. Down to the 16-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Got him, and nobody's close. Oh, the spin move. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressiveness.
Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Green 25.
Touch pass on the run. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have